We have, and this is what makes us Christians, we have the initial experience of encountering, knowing, and putting our trust in Christ. But we have said this many, many times. That initial encounter with Christ is simply the beginning. That's why the word initial is going to be a continual experience and eventually the consummation of that experience, which is our final destination with the person of Jesus. So the justification component, which is the beginning, is for the purpose of a sanctification or continual experience. And tragically, once those two experiences are divorced or divided, that's when we get into trouble. Because at the end of the day, sanctification is the reason why justification took place. Your continual experience in Christ is the reason why the first initial experience in Christ took place. That's the reason. And if that's the case, or since that's the case, that's why church is not negotiable. So again, I'm always emphasizing on Saturdays that we're only a few hours from gathering as believers, right? And one of the main purposes of this gathering is precisely that the process of sanctification or the continual experience with Christ is a communal experience. Your initial experience with Christ is at a personal level, not individual, personal, is that you put your trust in Jesus as an individual, as a person. But once you do that, the next step or what produces is corporality. Why? Because we're looking at freedom, right, in Christ. And Jesus does not simply free you from sin, although he does. So you're free from sin or the legality of your relationship with sin in the past. So now there is no condemnation for those who are legally now in Christ. In the past, we were legally in sin. Now we are in Christ. But Jesus also saves you or frees you from damnation, condemnation, or in this case, from the second death, which is hell. You will be free in Christ. But the third thing that he is going to free you is from self. You and I need to be from self. And that's what we're discussing here. That freedom in Jesus to move from justification into sanctification as one single experience. And again, once false teachers are present, and this is the reality for Colossae, for the church in Colossae, once they are present, one of the symptoms is precisely the divorcing, the separation of these two experiences, which is only one. And I'm saying the divorcing because that's when now Christians tragically see sanctification or the continual experience as optional. It is not optional. I'm going to say it again. You were justified to be sanctified. That's all that I'm trying to say. You had the initial experience of meeting, knowing, being sealed by the Spirit of God, being taking possess, taking this sense of again of authority and legality over your life for the purpose of a daily commitment to walk in Christ likeness.